Let's not take away from the fact that Kyle Larson is paying attention. It was an absolute ass whooping. Kyle Larson is the most popular driver on the circuit. Tried to wait until the exact right time.
NASCAR veteran Kevin Harvick has spoken out about Kyle Larson's controversial agenda after the Hendrick Motorsports driver dominated at Bristol Motor Speedway. In a revealing discussion on his Happy Hour podcast, Harvick explained the logic behind Larson's shocking admission that he deliberately aims to embarrass both the competition and NASCAR itself when racing in the Xfinity Series. Larson's weekend at Bristol was nothing short of spectacular, winning both the Xfinity and Cup Series races while narrowly missing a victory in the Truck Series by just one position. This triple threat performance came immediately after a video surfaced on social media from Harvick's podcast, where Larson made his startling revelation about his approach to competing in NASCAR's developmental series.
Was there anything that motivated him?
In Xfinity, I do get motivated, and this is going to come across like very cocky, but I want to embarrass them, honestly. Like, you know, I want to embarrass NASCAR a little bit. I want to, you know, because they just don't let Cup guys run anymore. And the kids, like, they probably think they're in a good spot and like they don't know where the bar is really at.
But wait, there is more. The Hendrick Motorsports star went on to explain his reasoning.
Really at. So I like to go run those Xfinity races and just get 10-second leads to, you know, let them realize that they've got a lot of room to improve. And I think that's only better for our sport too, is, you know, when those young guys can compete with Cup guys, they're better suited for the Cup Series once they get there. So it's just, yes, I want to smash the field when I run Xfinity.
I love that.
That's motivating for me for sure.
Rather than distancing himself from these provocative comments, Harvick actually supported Larson's perspective, explaining that the Cup Series champion's true intention is to teach young drivers to race the right way by providing them with a higher standard to measure themselves against.
When I started Xfinity, there was 20, 25 guys in every Xfinity race. The thing that happens there is they teach you where to run on the racetrack. They teach you that you can drive your car harder. They teach you that you can run down pit road faster. They teach you all the things that you need to be taught. Right now, we're on like a 3-year plan for the Xfinity guys to be ready to race a Cup car.
Harvick emphasized that despite fans sometimes growing tired of seeing Cup drivers win in lower series, their presence serves a crucial developmental purpose. Cup is hard, but the drivers are great. Having those drivers in the Truck and the Xfinity races, yeah, we get tired of seeing them win, but it also teaches them how to do things the right way. Apparently, that's on Kyle Larson's agenda. Both drivers have essentially criticized NASCAR's current restrictions on Cup drivers participating in lower series races, arguing that it ultimately hampers the development of emerging talent. Harvick pointed to instances like Jesse Love's difficult debut in the Cup Series as evidence of shortcomings in the current developmental pathway. The debate comes at a critical time for NASCAR, which is reportedly looking to secure a new sponsor for the Xfinity Series with a deal worth approximately $15 million per year. The strategic value of having Cup drivers occasionally compete in these races could potentially enhance the series' visibility and commercial appeal. Beyond his comments about Larson's Xfinity Series mission, Harvick also praised the 2021 Cup Series champion for fueling his budding rivalry with Denny Hamlin following the Bristol Cup race. After dominating the Food City 500 by leading for an impressive 411 laps and ending Hamlin's 2-race winning streak, Larson didn't hesitate to stoke the flames of competition.
You know, if Denny's in front of me, it could be a totally different story and be really hard to pass him. But glad to stop his three-peat. We hate to see him win, so as I'm sure you guys do too. But it's just good to be back here in victory lane.
Harvick expressed enthusiasm for Larson's willingness to play into the rivalry. I love it. I love to see somebody playing the other side of the fence. Let the villain be the villain and let's antagonize. Let's poke the villain. The former Stewart-Haas racing driver went on to highlight Larson's underappreciated off-track acumen.
Let's not take away from the fact that Kyle Larson is paying attention, okay? Kyle Larson is paying attention, and he also knows how to put on a show. He also knows how to play to the crowd. He also he's underrated in a lot of categories. He's not underrated as a driver, but he's underrated in a lot of categories off the racetrack. And
Harvick noted that fans are witnessing an evolution in Larson's public
And
persona.
now you're starting to see this personality from Kyle Larson to play in to the things that are said around him. And when he got the first opportunity, obviously he and Denny are friends, but he definitely, those fans love him. And right now, Kyle Larson is the most popular driver on the circuit.
The emerging rivalry between Larson and Hamlin has the potential to captivate NASCAR audiences throughout the 2025 season, with both drivers positioned as strong championship contenders. Larson's dominance at Bristol, where he secured both Xfinity and Cup Series victories, has only intensified the competition between these two elite talents. As NASCAR continues to evolve, the perspectives of seasoned veterans like Harvick and current champions like Larson highlight ongoing tensions about driver development and the entertainment value of the sport. Their outspoken views underscore the importance of maintaining competitive environments that both challenge younger drivers and engage fans across all three national series. With Larson's agenda now exposed and supported by Harvick, the debate about Cup drivers' participation in developmental series is likely to continue, especially as NASCAR navigates sponsorship changes and seeks to balance driver development with competitive racing across all its national series. But the big question remains, should Cup stars be allowed to dominate races meant for up-and-coming talent?